Okay, so we're in another deck of slides, and this time we're going to take up ethics and feelings. You've read chapter 3 in Ruggiero's text on feelings, and briefly, it's obvious that Ruggiero is very suspicious of feelings when making ethical decisions. And he's in good company with many philosophers who note that feelings are unreliable when making decisions. And this seems self-evident. We've all made decisions based on strong feelings that we later regret. So there's clearly a truth to this. We can add also that feelings are unstable. They're unsustainable. We can't stay angry forever. We can't stay joyful forever. Feelings are part of the biological protocol of being an animal, and they don't last. So Ruggiero makes a good point. To act on one's feelings leads one to disregard the feelings of others. And he points out that many heinous acts across time have been committed by individuals who felt like doing them. Genghis Khan, or he mentions Hitler. But Ruggiero can be critiqued here. It's not likely that Hitler's feelings of hatred can explain all of the evil things that he did. It was an ideology, an Aryan ideology, that was more likely that which sustained him, that enabled him to commit such horrible acts of violence. Now, Ruggiero points to a problem in our American culture, which to him is an excessive elevation of the role of feelings. And these two figures, Jean-Jacques Rousseau and Carl Rogers, are characters he attributes to part of the problem. Rousseau was an Enlightenment philosopher of the 18th century, and he is famous for having said first, if it feels right, it is right. And Carl Rogers is the father of American counseling psychology, and he used a non-directive approach, and most American counseling psychologists today are trained in a Rogerian method. So if you've ever gone to one, you'll know that they never tell you what to do, they don't give advice, but they do want to know what you're feeling and encourage you to name your feelings. And they clearly believe that feelings are essential in the therapeutic process, especially since there's a human propensity to stuff our feelings or deny what we feel. So let's reevaluate the role of feelings in ethics. Ruggiero, I think, overstates his case. Yes, it is certainly true that feelings are unreliable when making ethical decisions. However, it is my contention that feelings are essential in understanding ourselves as moral creatures. Feelings give us a window into what really matters to us. And we'll explore this. In the next several slides, you may want to hit pause and reflect on some of the questions that are raised. So I want you to think about a time when you felt radically affirmed, on cloud nine, because of something you accomplished or what someone said about you. You felt euphoric almost. I also want you to consider a time when you felt radically maltreated, when you felt your lowest because of what someone said or did. Now name the feeling. This may not be as easy as you think. What did you feel? And stick to the feelings: anger, sadness, joy, elation. Now, let's take an example as you're thinking about this. A woman working at a company is asked by her boss not to inform a customer that she has a refund coming. Or the example of a man who is rebuked in an insulting manner by a supervisor in front of customers. In the first case, the woman feels angry and offended that a man with power over her would ask her to do something not only unethical, but illegal. In the second case, the man feels humiliated and demeaned that the supervisor could not be discreet and confront him in private. So, with your own experience that you've reflected on, where you felt radically affirmed or radically disaffirmed, you already know what you felt, but why did you feel what you felt? Why did the woman asked to break the law feel angry or rebuked, or the rebuked man feel humiliated? Are they weak? Are they thin-skinned? Are they overly controlled by emotions? No, like you, they have strong feelings because they have strong values. So the next question is this: what do you value? What was the value that was affirmed or trampled upon when you felt happy or sad? It is that value that triggered strong feelings. In the case of the woman asked to withhold money due a customer, she values honesty and respect. She hates being deceitful and disrespectful. In the case of the man, he values dignity and self-respect. And these were trampled upon in this incident. So, what are your values? Just work back from your strong feelings and you'll discover them.